This coin flip is literally worth $10,000. Hey, what's up YouTube? I got a special video today, a $2,000 heads up tournament here in my hometown of Calgary, Alberta. I've never played a heads up tournament before. It's very skill dependent and I'm ready to let's go register. They're just drawing right now. There are buys, so you kind of want to avoid the buy, but whatever, I'm ready to go if they draw my name. One, here we go. So it's 15K starting stack and blinds are 5,100 with no ante. I'm on the button with King 8 of spades. I raise it up to 250 chips. My opponent calls. Flop, Jack 5 deuce with 1 spade. He checks. Never just blasting away c-bets heads up. You have to be very calculated with how you play your hands. This is a good one to check. We just have the kind of right amount of equity. Turn, 5 of spades. Okay, pick up the flush draw. He bets 300. I call. River, 10 of spades. Boom. He checks. Now I decide to overbet because I really think he has something. I think he might have a jack here. So I bet 1,500. And to my surprise, he raises to 5,000. This is weird. I just don't really think he has a full house. We beat value, we beat bluffs. I call. He has King 8 offsuit. Went for the river bluff, so already we're off to an awesome start. I just went hand after hand, like I literally just keep flopping hands. Heads up, the card distribution is so important. And it was an absolute steamroll. I win almost every single pot. He's down to 3K at the blind level 150 big blind, so he has 20 bigs. He's on the button. He just jams all in. He just rips 20 bigs. I have ace 9 offsuit. I call. It's pretty sick. He just ripped pocket jack. So, I mean, maybe you can get a comeback here, but luck is on my side. We flop an ace, and just like that, 30 minutes in, I'm on to the next round. Amazing.
Sit up and...
Hey, bro, I just hit every hand. I literally had it every time, dude. Good game, man. Sweet. Guys, round 2, baby. Let's go. First ever heads up tournament. We get the first round W. We're into round number 2. I know this kid. His name is Nick. He's feisty. He's spicy. We gotta win. Whippersnapper Nick here. He's gonna be testy. OG dealer here. What's up, man? How are you guys doing? Show to the vlog.
We're all good.
Let's go. Let's play. Round number 2. It's a big one. Man, I just keep missing every hand. I miss every flop. I haven't had a pair, like literal garbage. And all of a sudden my 15K stack is down to 6,000. It's like, ooh, wow. So we're at a 4-1 deficit here. And this is like, you know, really tilting, but take a deep breath, try to reset, get in the right state of mind. And then this hand was crazy. I'm on the button. Blinds are 75, 150. I have about 6K. I limp queen 7 of hearts. He checks. Flop 7, 3, deuce, rainbow, 1 heart. Amazing flop. He checks. I'm gonna value bet. I'm gonna start to build this pot with my top pair. I make it 300. He check raises. He check raises to 1,100 chips. Okay, he never has an overpair. He would have announced it pre-flop. He could have like a janky 2 pair. He could have like 7 deuce or whatever, but I mean, I'm just loving my hand. I call. Turn, queen of spades. Fuck yeah, we have top 2. And to my delight, he blasts away on this turn card too. What does he bet? He bets like 2K or something, like pretty massive. I, of course, just like my hand is invincible. Yeah, I could go back to spades or whatever, but fuck that, we're not worried about that. We just want to keep his range wide. I call. River, jack of diamonds. He never has queen jack. I literally have the nuts. He doesn't have his, like I literally have the nuts. He goes all in. I snap call in half a second and he shows ace 5 of hearts for a bluff with ace high. Interesting hand to bluff with, but fuck yeah, man, just like that. We're up to what, 18K or something? Like we're right back to starting second. It totally resets the match. This guy was good. I think he's one of the better players in the field, and we were fighting. He was getting in thin value bets versus me. I had him short, I was short. It's a battle to the death. And then here we are. I have about 20,000 chips. He has 10,000 chips. Blinds are now 250, 500. He raises to 1,100. I have ace 9 offsuit. I just won round 1 with ace 9 offsuit. Easy shove. You got to rip this hand. Hopefully folds. You just like pick up the chips. I don't know. He could gamble with king queen or something. I'm all in. He's like, I'm going to probably call. I'm like, fuck, man. Like that probably means he has a better hand. He takes a second. He puts the money in. He has ace 10 offsuit, which is absolutely devastating. And roll the tape. I'm probably call. Fuck. 9, Jordan. Jack. Oh, wow. Wow, man. Holy fuck.
Hold on. Let me count this.
Yeah, I just got him. Oh man, maybe it's my lucky day. I'm like so dead here. I turn a straight and we knock him out. And just like that, I'm into the final 8. Come on, man. Ace-9 offsuit doing work for me today. Bro, I'm fired up. Gonna compose myself here. We're gonna get our next match started right away. Played here against a Calgary legend. The Sandman. One of the best here. I just need to be better for the next couple hours. Hand history in the bathroom. Yo, so me and this guy, the Sandman, he's a Calgary legend. We were battling and battling and battling, and look at all these all-ins. Look at the tape. I had so many chances to end this thing over and over and over again, but he kept surviving until this crazy hand. So I'm in the big blind with Jack 8 offsuit. Small blind is 300. I'm in the big blind with 600, and he limps to 600. I have Jack 8 offsuit. I check. Flop is Jack 8-4. Amazing. We just flopped gin. I check, and he bets 600. Now, the Sandman, he wasn't really throwing out C-bets randomly. We've been playing for 2 hours at this point. We're both a little tired, but it's a battle to the death. It's a bubble. Like, we need to win this in cash. I want to check raise. He wasn't really throwing out C-bets, so his C-bets carry a little more weight. That means I need to generate a bigger pot with my high equity hand. So I check raise to 1800. He calls, just like so perfect. Turn, offsuit 4. Okay, like, I don't really think he has a 4. If he has a 4, he probably checks the flop very often. He could have queens, kings, aces. I lose to those, but like, we still need to pump this pot here. We still need to build this hand. I bet 2700, setting up a river shove. He calls. This is the pot of the match right now. Here we go. River, Jack of clubs. Wow, we make jacks full in this crazy spot. I definitely need to check here. If he is a jack, we're gonna stack him anyway. And he has so many like 9-10, miss backdoor flush draws, queen 10, you know, like hands that could just absolutely bluff. So I check, he goes all in, I snap call. He is jack 9, so he is jacks full, but I have a bigger full house than one of the sickest heads up coolers I've ever seen.
Sandman makes jacks full, but I have jacks full with the 8. Heads up. What is that? That is one of the most insane hands ever. That is insane. That's a Harvey special there, ladies and gentlemen.
3-0, baby. 3-0. How are we feeling about the semifinal?
We're gonna sip it.
Let's go. Come on, man. I was getting my ass kicked. I was down to short stack. These guys showed up, totally flipped the match. The energy shifted. It was so big. It was massive. Now we're on to the final 4, baby. My first live heads-up tournament ever. Our opponent, Mike, here in the semifinal. Mike, if I don't win, I want you to win, okay? One of us, me or you. Let's do that. I'm in the semi-final. Now look at these payouts here. These payouts are really weird. We have 4 grand locked up, but look at the jump. This is a 7K jump if we win this match. It's actually bigger than the final itself. From like, these payouts are kind of fucked up. I don't know why they're like this, but whatever. It's a huge spot. Let's go. Very interesting hand. So I'm off to a very good start. I have about 19,000 in chips. My opponent has 11,000. My opponent's a good reg from Ontario. Small blind is 150. I'm in the big blind with 300. Now my opponent limps. They complete to 300. I have Jack 10 offsuit. I decided to raise. You could check this a lot, but raising it sometimes has to be good. I raised to 1,100. They call. Flop is 10-7-3, 2 diamonds. Amazing. We have a strong top pair, high equity hand. We talk about this all the time. I think I need to c-bet, and I need to c-bet on the bigger side, kind of on this, like, this board is going to change a lot on the turn card. So I bet what? I bet 1,300 or something. My opponent calls, and I'm just like ready to get the money in and try to win this thing. Turn, king of spades. Now it's weird. It's a good card for my range. I should bet this a lot, but I have a hand that naturally wants to check. So I decide to check. And my opponent bets. They bet 3,000 chips into the 5K. I'm never folding my hand. I call. Planning to call off on a lot of rivers. Now the river is the 6. Offsuit 6. Flush doesn't get there. I check and my opponent goes all in. All in. They go all in. So weird. I was planning to call off, but there's some issues here. Like, a hand like 8-9 gets there. They could bet that on the turn, and now that gets there. And also, if they were bluffing with 8-6 or 6-5, like, and they hit a 6, would they really then bluff that small pair? It's a really tough spot. What would you guys do here? Call or fold? I tank for a long time. What I decide here is that having the jack is really bad. I block queen jack, I block jack 9, I block jack 8. It's really, really bad for me. You know, blockers are very important in a lot of no limit hold'em aspects. So I decide to fold, and he shows me queen jack. He had queen jack of clubs. So we could have won that. We could have won the match right there if I would have mustered the call. I still like my decision though. I don't really like calling it, but it's like it's a little tilting. You know, could have won the hand, could have won the match. Just wanted to do a hand history from the shower, so here we go. So semifinal match. I have 11K now, and big blind is at 400, 200, 400. So it's pretty shallow, and it's like time to go. He limps again. Again, I decide to bluff raise from the big blind. I use the 9-6 offsuit here. Maybe this is too much. I think raising it sometimes is fine. I'm actually going to look up the graph right now. But maybe I should chill with this one. Anyway, aggression's pretty good heads up. I feel indifferent about it. He calls. Flop, 10, 3, deuce, 2 diamonds. I don't have a single diamond. Okay, I mean, we're going to c-bet here. I think that's good. I c-bet 700 chips. He calls. Turn offsuit 7. Very interesting. I really have a good hand here to bluff. My opponent never has an overpair. I don't think he's going to like limp call ace 10. So we can kind of put the pressure on here. It'd be good to have a diamond when we bluff the turn. But I have a gut shot. I have 9 high. I like being aggressive in this spot. So I bluff. I bluff 3,000 chips. Like, bro, just fold. Let's go. He does not fold. He calls. River offsuit 10. Now it's like, okay, let's just shut down. He can easily have a 10. But I was like, man, I'm at the bottom of my range. I really think I need to bluff. Now the key thing here is I don't want a diamond in my hand. When I bluff here with my 9 high, I need him to have the missed flush draws and him to fold. So if I had 9-6 with a diamond, I would definitely give up river. I think about it. I like also look at him. It doesn't feel like he has a 10. Okay, let's go. All in. I bluff all in. And he instantly sighs. There's a huge rail. There's like 20 people watching us, by the way. He's in the tank for minutes on minutes and minutes. My tournament life is on the line. He says he has ace 3 of diamonds. He announces his hand. And he says he's going to flip a coin. He pulls out a coin and he says, I'm going to flip it. Depending on what it lands, I'm going to call or fold. So he flips it, it lands on fold, he goes to fold, and he says, fuck it, and he puts the chips in the middle. So the coin, I think it was maybe a little bit of showmanship. Nice call, sir. I show my 9 high, he wins the match, and I am out. Maybe I overbluffed. This hand, I don't know, man, maybe it was an absolute punt. That happens sometimes.
Alright, I'll grab the initials.
We left it all out there. We cashed for $4,000. Hit the subscribe button and come watch the next video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. Mwah. If you want to watch me dominate more poker tournaments, oh baby, we got lots of videos. Click on one now and keep the action going.